we mobilized our team, our members, ourselves as members of parliament.
Yes.
Led by the Honorable Suman Basalirwa.
Yes.
This law has been, this enactment, it has been coming and then it failed. It has been coming. Oro Bahati.
Yes.
Oro Bahati brought this bill to parliament and then it was passed by parliament.
Yes.
A section of people ran to court and then court nullified the enactment because it was passed because there was no quorum in parliament. It was because of lack of quorum.
Yes, yes.
So it was nullified because of procedural matters. Now, we are fully constituted. Yesterday the matter came up. The Honorable Asuman Basari was sought to leave of parliament. Now he's going to consult religious leaders. He's going to consult all people, all the stakeholders in Uganda.
Yes.
Thereafter, he will bring back the bill to parliament after 45 days.
Yes.
Now, from then, there is a unanimous decision. We have agreed as members of parliament that, number one, Uganda is a country governed by God. Our motto is for God and my country.
Yes.
Now, we have agreed, yesterday the speaker made a pronouncement that we will not support such a law. If the white people, if the Bazungus want to support us and then attach their support to passing to supporting the gay right or the lesbianism, as the people of Uganda through parliament, the representatives, we are not part of that law. If they don't want to support Uganda, if they want to stay away with their support, so let them stay away with their support as long as the future of our children is secure. Number one. Number two, I want to tell my people who are listening now,
yes,
when you look at the book, homosexuality is an immoral and unnatural sin. When you look at the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 22, verse 18, chapter 22, homosexual sex is an abomination. It is detestable sin. And when you look at Romans chapter 1, verse 26, it declares homosexual desires and actions to be not only shameful, but unnatural. That is the Bible talking. When you go further to 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9, it states that homosexuals are wrongdoers. Homosexual is not a human right. It is a human wrong. And we don't need to support homosexual in whatever form. Whether it is a gay, whether it's homosexual, whether it's lesbianism, homosexual in any form, we are not going to support. God in his wisdom created man and created a woman and said, go and fill the world. God did not at any one time say a man should go with a man, a woman should go with a woman. No, this one here we are not going to allow. Uganda is a country that respects God, and the Bible is very clear about this. Furthermore, if there is anyone who is writing these scriptures down, when you look at the Bible, every mention of marriage in the Bible refers to the union of a male and a female. The first mention of the Bible, or the first mention of marriage in the Bible, is in Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. It describes marriage as a man leaving his parents, being united to his wife, and then they produce and fill the world. Therefore, I am telling you, there is support in parliament. When you look at now what is happening in the schools, our children have now turned. You find young men are being recruited into homosexualism. You find our girls are being recruited to practice lesbianism.
Yes.
Where young girls are practiced to have sex with girls. Where the boys are practiced to have sex with boys. I'm telling you, we are going to, but this homosexual, they don't know what they are missing. They completely don't know what they are missing. How would you leave a woman and you go to a man? Are you stupid? All these women, you leave a man and then you go to a woman. Are you stupid? This homosexualism, what we are going to do, one, anyone, we are going to ask the people in Uganda that what should be the the punitive punishment. Some people are going to be jailed. People are going to be sent to prison. They are going to pay a lot of fines. But then the consensus will be built. Ugandans will tell us when we are now making this law that what do they want to be involved in the law. But the biggest promoters of homosexualism, of lesbianism, is in schools.
Yes.
Lesbianism is mainly practiced in schools. You find the single schools, girls are there. Find the boys' schools, boys are there. And there are people, there are teachers that are promoting homosexualism. I am very happy that I sit on the Committee of Education. And we are now going to start moving school to school, receiving complaints from our children, receiving complaints from our well-wishers, so that we can now punish those ones who are promoting homosexualism and those ones who are involved in practicing homosexual. Yeah.
Yes, Honorable, in 2014, UNAIDS urged all governments around the world to protect human rights of even lesbians and gay and then bisexual and transgender people. Uganda today is again, actually Parliament has again risen up, and we are again going against UNAIDS cry. And then also recently Pope Francis in a statement called for respect of all human beings, irrespective of their human nature. And he said God hates sin but does not hate a sinner. And what do you make of these statements from UNAIDS?
No, but homosexual is a sin. I've just been reading to you sections of the Bible. Homosexual is a sin. Lesbianism is a sin. You remember what happened in Gomorrah and Somora. That's why God got angry and God brought the world to its knees. Now we don't want what happened in Gomorrah and Somora to ever happen during our time. Now anyone, I repeat, anyone, whether in church, whether you're a church leader, whether you are a bishop, whether you are a bishop, whether you are a pope, and then you're supporting homosexual, you're supporting lesbianism, you're supporting any form of inappropriate sex. Oh, you can imagine, oh no, whether you are who and you're in church, we are going to reject you because we cannot allow that to happen in Uganda. We cannot allow that to happen in Africa. Now the Bazungus, those white people, when they colonized us, they left us with the penal code. They left us with the penal code, and one of the criminal acts is the homosexualism. Yes, it is in the it is in the Penal Code Act, and Penal Code Act was left to us by the white people. Now the same people are doing that. I also want to condemn the Church of England that recently declared that homosexual is a right, and they are allowing the same-sex marriage to marry. I want to condemn that church and say that only that I cannot walk out of church because my leader has committed a crime. If my leader commits a crime, I will not walk out of the church, but I will condemn the actions of my leader. Whether you're a bishop, whether you are a bishop, whether you are a pope, whether you are a priest, being a church leader does not give you a license to commit a crime, does not give you a license to promote sin. Therefore, in a nutshell, I am saying I don't agree with the church leaders who are supporting homosexual, number one. And number two, homosexual or any form of same-sex marriage is detestable in the Bible. And me, I stand by the Bible. The Bible has never been amended.
Yes, Honorable, what happens this time around again if quorum fails to actually if members of parliament fail to turn up, or if, just like, let me use the statements of the speaker yesterday, that we are going to use hands for voting, for whoever is going to be bribed, we shall deal with you. What happens if we fail to realize quorum this time around again?
No, we are aware that there are some NGOs in Uganda that are being funded by homosexual organizations in the United States, in the UK, and other parts of the country. We are aware that there are NGOs that are being funded by the homosexuals. There are also, we are told, there are some particular groups of people that are being funded by homosexuals. We are also told that some churches are being opened today, but they're funded by the homosexuals. We are also aware that there are some leaders in the country that are being funded by the homosexuals. But this law here, I want to thank the Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Anita Mong. She made it very clear that we are going to have open voting, where they ask you, do you support the bill or you don't support the bill? You say either yes or not on camera, and all the people of Uganda must be watching. Like to me, when they call Ebualu, Soroti West, I will walk to the microphone when the people of Soroti are watching me, and I say, Right Honorable Speaker, I don't support homosexual, I don't support same-sex marriage. I vote for the bill to pass so that we punish the offenders. Yeah, so I don't think that in our parliament there will be a section of people who will oppose this law. And if they are there, ultimately our number will outnumber their number, if at all they are there. If anyone thinks by funding Uganda, you now have the license to promote same-sex marriage, to promote homosexual, to promote lesbianism in Uganda, you can go away with your money. Let me tell you, Uganda as a country is a very rich country. God has blessed Uganda with a lot of deposits. God has blessed this country with a lot of minerals. God has blessed this country, people are paying taxes. The only problem with our money is that we are misusing our finances. But God, in His wisdom, blessed this country with a lot of money. If people were not stealing money, Uganda would be able to fund its own budget without any foreign funding. But I'm not saying that foreign funding is bad, but any foreign funding that is attached to sin, we are not going to allow. Any foreign funding, I repeat, that is attached to sin, we are not going to accept as a country. Uganda is a country governed by God, like I said. Our motto is for God and my country, and we will stand by that.
That was Honorable Jonathan Ebualu, the MP Soroti City West, here in Soroti City.